You wonder how they wipe. You wonder, like, I got hair on my ass, but I'm not worried that I'm going to be catching strays later in the day because you didn't get it all off. He's got an ass full of hair that you think every time he shits, he's got a shampoo afterwards.
We have a dentist tonight.
Imagine
Imagine
they come back. Jack sees you. I wonder how it went, and I'm bleeding all over the basement.
But also,
because he's not going to be back until after this.
But also,
out.
you be at the dentist like this timing.
I don't like it.
Be smarter than the machine. There it is. It's supposed to be tiny. You can't have like a big one.
the world's shittiest.
It's a multi-tool.
It is.
It's also a screwdriver.
It's barely a tool. It's barely a screwdriver. This might as well be an IKEA tool you just put on your keychain.
It probably could build some IKEA furniture. Listen, it opened your beer. What more do you want it to do?
It hurt my finger wingies.
All right, your sensitive hands, get it over here.
Do you feel like we're far away?
Yeah, as we should be.
As we should be. Oh.
Well, we might as well just talk about it. We broke into Jack's house.
We did break into Jack's house. We've missed Jack's wedding. We've broken into his house. Like, we really want to be a part of Jack's life, but he's making it really fucking hard for us to be.
He makes it so hard, for us to figure out the code, which is...
Oh, my God. So... I won't discuss, like,
no,
where
we won't.
they
We don't
put
need
the
to.
keys
We don't
or
need to.
anything like that.
But also, we have to figure out the number, and we've tried a lot of numbers.
We tried. Well, we're gonna have to figure out how to silence some shit here.
Yeah. Is that your phone or is that your computer?
It's my computer. It's a nightmare when I have that going because it's connected to my phone.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden my phone goes off, then my computer goes off. I'm like, oh, this is.
I've never heard anyone keep their computer that loud before.
What the hell?
Does every single device you have just goes off?
Yeah,
you're full of devices, and it takes you one text message, and you're bing, 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 bing.
I am exactly what Apple wants.
Yeah, you're the target
exactly
customer.
what Apple wants. They're just like, hey, I want when one thing goes off, your body vibrates. That's what we sell is just a massage devices.
Yeah, you're gonna get like a iPhone belt or something.
Oh, I want the least amount of devices possible now.
When Apple gets you a T-shirt, you're gonna wear it.
Because they're sponsoring us. No, I took my Apple. So I was at the bachelor party this past weekend.
Yes.
And I took my Apple Watch off because we're going in and out of the lake. I go, I just don't need it. I'm not going to talk to anyone. I already told the lady. I'm going to be MIA for a little bit. Then I just forgot to put it on Monday, Tuesday, and for my workout. So none of my workouts counted. But it was very.
What's been working out?
It was very freeing because I noticed how much I noticed. Just secondhand nature. I was like, I went to get on the treadmill and I just went like this and I touched my wrist and I go, oh, I'm not wearing it. I'm like, oh, yeah. I'm attached to this thing.
Yeah.
And it felt so good. And like Tuesday, I was like, you know what? No one's going to even know I worked out. This is great because I share it with some people. Ugh. I hated myself in that moment. I'm like, I'm sharing that I went on a walk.
Well, the thing is, so I don't have any wrist thing on me. Like, I don't have any tracker or anything. I used to, and the things I would want it to track is like baseball and running and like all these things that or basketball or anything I play, which is where it would break. Like I had it, it would just break off my wrist, and I'm like, well, this isn't good. But also, my big thing was I didn't want a big screen on my wrist. I don't have big wrists.
I don't have a big wrist either, and I don't mind it. The worst is when you take it off and you're like, wow, I've been in the sun a lot because you just have that watch tan line because you wear it for everything. It's not like if I had a normal watch, I'm not wearing that golfing. Well, but it's an active watch. I'm like, oh, I'm going to wear it.
They have a bunch of active things, though. I mean, I do when I run or I work out, I have the liners in my shorts that just hold my phone.
Can't do that.
Can't do that?
No, I like those liners for like everyday use, but if I'm running, I want the least amount on me as possible.
You think that's heavy?
Yeah, well, no, if I had like my phone's a fucking brick. It's the 10, and so putting this in my pocket, I feel like
You're-
slows me down.
Which way's more, you or your iPhone?
Yeah, I think it's my iPhone. I'm like, I'm gonna start running in circles because I'm gonna start leaning to the left. That's why I got hip problems.
That's fair.
No, I don't like things in my pockets. I honestly hate having things in my pockets so much. I will when the Neuralink is a thing. I'm putting it in my head, so I don't have.
You're gonna try that?
I'm not gonna try it. It's
I think
gonna succeed.
I also think it's for like people who have disabilities.
Well, I'll.
So you're gonna be in line with people that be like, I want to feel my legs again,
and I'll be like, I don't like things in my pockets, and they'll be like, you know what, you're a perfect candidate. Apple's gonna be pissed because they're gonna lose a lot of money, but
yeah, but you're gonna have just.
But the thing is, I like how connected it is. Like, I can't just go. It is nice when I'm working on my computer and like you text me about something or Rachel texts me and I can just quickly.
True. I do. I have it on my computer as well.
That's so nice. It's so nice, and I realize how much I miss my watch for just knowing people are communicating with me because again, I don't like when things beep like that. I'm like, oh shit, gotta turn it off.
Yeah.
So my phone always on silent mode, but my watch is on like the little vibrate mode. So if you call me or someone texts me, I'm like, oh, cool, I don't need to look at my phone. I like that. If I'm not wearing it, which I wasn't last night, I had 4 missed FaceTime calls from my girlfriend. She goes, what the fuck? I go, sorry, wasn't wearing my notification device.
I love nowadays that if someone doesn't get back to you, you know that they are definitely just ignoring you.
Like you can't.
Everyone has their phone with them. So if someone doesn't message you, they're ignoring you, okay?
They're ignoring you. I would say 9 times out of 10, they're definitely ignoring you. There are a few people, I think I'm one of them, but like if you're a very busy person and you see text messages, like I'll read a message and then I will mark it as unread as a reminder to go back and do it.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden you just forget that you have to text him back. Like I texted my buddy the other day because I sent him some stickers, and he texted me. I texted him 36 hours ago. He texted me back today, and he goes, dude, sorry, I forgot. I'll check tomorrow when I get back from work. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, not ignoring me, just like it was a meaningless text kind of thing.
I do the thing of I skim a lot of messages. If it's a longer message, I'll skim it.
What's a long message to you?
I don't know,
a
couple sentences. Not a lot. I'm a bad reader, so it's just like shit. I'll just skim this one.
Yeah. Are you a double texter? When you text, are you doing it each thought is a different message, or are you putting all of them in one?
I mix it up.
I like the multiple messages until it gets past 3, and I'm like, all right, just wait until they ask about it again, then you can bring it back up.
Yeah.
But if it's past 3 and it looks like you're in a fight with your girlfriend and you're texting your buddy, you got to cut it off. Also, you don't need to reply to every message. Rachel got me on this one because I wasn't a person who would like or heart or the emphasized messages or dislike. That's a game changer.
Yeah.
That is a game changer. She'd be like, oh, I'm making dinner tonight, or I'm making enchiladas, and then the next one be like, so tomorrow we're going to do this. I don't need to respond to the enchilada message. I can just acknowledge that I saw it, hit like, move right on to the plans.
The like thing is great for business or for like the comedy sides when I'm like booking somebody.
You just know they saw it.
Yes, and I can know that they acknowledge it. So then I don't have to worry if like, I give them the showtime, give them that, and I don't give them anything that they need to. They don't need anything to respond to it, but they can just say like it so that they know that they saw it. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's kind of like in the comic world. Acknowledge the fucking light so I know to get off.
Just doesn't matter. We had a show Friday and there was a person I was like, I'm not gonna name names, but they were they ran the light. The first comedian ran the light, which was like a tough way to start it. And I'm like, we had enough time that we could wiggle with it, but I'm like, all right, not everyone can run the light. Let's just
it's hard to set that precedent. Like, oh, we didn't really make a big deal out of the first person, and then if there's someone that has a tendency to do it, one of the last couple shows I was on, there was a kid. It was his, I think, second show ever or first show ever, and he just didn't understand what the light was. Like, he was one of those comedians like, hey, your personality's so funny, we know you'll do well in this room. So he got booked and he killed it. But I showed him the light and he looked at me and goes, And then he just
No
kept
flash photography,
he
please.
just kept going, and then I like gave him the light again. He goes, "What?" And I'm like, "Do you know what this means?" He goes, "I have no clue what you're doing right now." I'm like, "You got to get off stage 2 minutes ago." And then it was just like a whole
I
thing.
want to know who this is now.
I don't know if you know who it is.
Oh, that's a good question. I probably maybe. I have a guess, but it's probably wrong.
And we're back.
Are you a big product? Like, do you buy a lot of products like Amazon Prime
Day?
Yeah.
No, I'm a big. Ooh, it's Amazon Prime Day. Let's see what the deals are. Fantasize about buying a bunch of things because it's on sale, and then never buy any of it.
How much shit is in your cart? You put
probably four things.
Right? You put it in your cart.
I got I'll say I'm a big. I'll save it for later kind of guy. I'm like, you know what? If I really want it, then I'll get it. Like that's the kind of person. I struggle. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna get it to get it. I did it this week though. I tried out TEMU for the first time. I just want to see what happens. If it's legit, I know most of it's not going to be legit. I know you just got to you got to buy the right stuff, I think. It's like when Wish was a thing.
Dude,
or
you've seen it. I remember when I saw you at the Packer game, you had the Jordan Love jersey on, and I was like, oh, I like that. I'm going to get one. Cause
you got it off that, yeah.
I got it off Chinese jersey.
So, you just need to know what to expect and, don't really buy electronics kind of thing. So I was like, when you get onto Temu right away, they're like, you get $300. It says in the disclaimer, don't worry about the spin. You're going to get the best one every time. And so, it got to a point where it's if you buy 3 things from this list and it's a million things, they're going to give you $300 in coupons. You don't know what the coupons are, but I'm like, it's so enticing. And everything's anywhere from $2 to $15. And so I'm going through it, and I put 3 things in my car. I'm like, it's $20. I'm going to get $300 back. And then I'm like, do I really need a motion-censored light for my bathroom? No. However, I was like, because I saw people could buy golf bags on there.
Yeah.
I'm like, you could do a golf, but you can't really fuck that up too much. And maybe there's a cool one. So I went back on, and they're like, all right, you get 3 free things. And I was like, okay. And I just put it on and said free. And I was like, all right, now you can get $30 back on something. And so I was like, I'm going to get some cheap stuff, and then I'm going to buy something for $30, and we're going to try it out.
Yeah.
So I bought a pin that says, put 'em up, motherfuckers, and it's a duck with 2 pistols.
It's a pin?
Yeah, I'm going to put it somewhere in here. I bought a knife sharpener for my girlfriend because she does not have sharp knives, and I'm like, you know what? At least 2 stones together is better than nothing.
Yeah.
And then I bought athletic shorts, and those were my free items. And I'm sorry I'm going on a rant. And then I was like, you know what? I always wanted to try one of these out. And then I bought a drone.
You escalated to drone real quick.
It says it was a $250 drone that I bought for $30.
A TEMU drone.
Yep.
Wow.
And it gets in the 3 products that I first mentioned. Get in tomorrow. The drone gets in, I think, next Monday.
If it gets through customs.
I don't know. No, the drone said it was at a local warehouse. So it's going to get there quicker. I was like, all right. They have policies. I did all my research. It's a legitimate website, and it's encrypted. It's just the quality of the product sucks. So, because I was worried.
Stop saying encrypted, and then you can't say it's a legitimate website and then say, oh, it's also encrypted.
No, your encrypted is a good thing. You don't want your when you put your financials in, it's secure. So when you here's a fun fact for people. If you're on a website and you're looking to buy something, let's say you click on a sketchy Instagram ad, all right? And you go to checkout and you're in the part where you put in your numbers. If it says HTTP, don't buy it. If it says HTTPS, it is safe. The S actually means secured. So it's a legitimately secure website. So if it says if there's no S at the end of HTTP, don't buy it.
Yeah.
But I did it I was still freaking out. I'm like, all right. So I put it's delivered to my address, my phone number's my work landline. I'm pretty sure I said I was a female or something. I'm like, I am all over the place.
It's good when they ask you what you are.
And it's funny. Is like they know, like they make a lot of money off selling your information. So they literally said, be aware of scam texts, or emails that say, "Hey, USPS cannot deliver your package. Please put in your new information." And I got 2 of them today.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, the you'll never get that email that FedEx is here. You know?
Oh, never. Not once. I got it, and I clicked on the link once, and I was like, "This doesn't seem right."
Yeah, they'll get so many people scammed. Are you a review guy?
Do I look at the reviews or do I give a review? That's 2 different things.
Do you give a review?
Fuck no.
Have you ever given a review?
I've only given 1 review in my life, and I got a guy fired.
Okay. Jesus.
Yes.
Well, the game today is Amazon reviews.
Hell yes.
So, basically, like, there's so many crazy products in Amazon. There's so many awesome reviews and, like, people actually taking it seriously. But I'm going to give you a review, and then you have to give me what product it's for.
Okay.
Okay? So I'm going to try and not give away the product.
Okay. Are these going to be products I kind of know?
Yes,
We'll
and
see.
yes
Okay.
and no, but like also the review is like might help you figure out what it is. But all right. Life is hard for us big heads. Are you like me? Are you a size 8 hat size? You can't find a fitted hat, and this makes you feel bad about yourself. My melon is 24.8 inches. I was stoked about this because the advertisement size led me to believe that I could wear it. I open up the package and put it on. Rip. It isn't for me. I'm out $20 due to my genetics from my mother's side. Ugh. What do you think the product is?
This is either a replica medieval helmet or a Spider-Man mask.
Ooh, you are so close. It is a Batman mask.
Is that Jack?
Isn't that?
That could be anyone's dad.
No,
that could
for
be
sure.
Anyone's dad.
For sure. All right.
Also, I love that it's just the kind of guy that's like, you know what my biggest complaint in life is that my head's too big.
You know that he
but
was...
like also really interested in dressing up as Batman. Like that better be a Halloween costume. And then so mad that he's willing to write a review.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
All right.
I was close. I'm giving myself no points, but I'm giving myself brownie points.
You were very close. Okay. Firstly, assemble for this product was frustrating endeavor. The cushions provided were incredibly thin. The attachment metal frame was flimsy at best. When you try to use the product, it ripped apart and was unable to withstand slight pressure. The slippery metal frame only adds discomfort and danger, and the cushions immediately slid off. The device is a serious concern. When attempting to use it, it would collapse 100%, securely locked. It's poorly made, and unfortunately, my son found out this firsthand. What is it?
A metal device with cushions? Is this like a DIY porta potty?
No, it's not. It's a metal swing, and the person took a picture of the sun when they fell off it.
Oh my God!
My favorite thing is someone under this review put. You can write if this was helpful or not. Just put. I like how you just took the picture instead of helping them.
So if you couldn't see it very well in the video, it is a combination of what should be a nice leisurely, like the stand itself looks like, oh, I'd put this in my backyard with a wooden bench, and me and the missus at the age of 75 can swing on it overlooking a pond full of ducks. But the chair itself looks like a playground for a prison.
It looks like a prison bench.
Like blue that chips off real easily, and you see the metal underneath. All right.
Okay. All right. This one I'm going to give away what it is, but you have to tell me the kind of it. Okay? Mm-hmm. Buy this book or don't. I don't care anymore. It used to be that I got home from work and the only thing that I wanted to do is put in my mouth a cold barrel of my grandfather's shotgun. But then I discovered chicken terzini, and now there are two things that I want to put in my mouth. What is this book?
This is a Martha Stewart cookbook. Rachel Ray cookbook. This is Snoop Dogg's cookbook.
This is Sonia Allison's Microwave for One cookbook.
Microwave
Just
for
microwave for one.
Dude, we could make our own cookbook.
Whoa.
Okay,
Wait.
go for it, and then I'll tell you something. I don't know if it's embarrassing or not, but go ahead.
Did you make a cookbook?
I tried,
You tried to make a cookbook?
but like not really.
Oh no, you can't take steps back.
No, but like I'll explain. But like, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say we should make a Fat Chance cookbook.
We could, but so I wanted to make. It's kind of along the lines of what we probably would do, but you know how people have like the For Dummies books. Like when I got really into cooking over the pandemic, I was like, and I just got back from Miami, and I'm looking for a job, and I was like, I need to go not apply for jobs all the time. So I'm like, it'd be fun, like starting to like, and it was teaching me to write bits, but like write like a cookbook for dummies. Because you look at one of my biggest pet peeves, when you look for a recipe online, is that it's a fucking blog. So I want to know how to make chicken pot pie. I do not care that your dead uncle loved it in the fall before the 49ers played the Dolphins. It's like no one gives a shit, okay, that he sat on the couch every year in the same spot. Tell me how many frozen peas I need to put in this fucking pot pie, okay? That's it. And you just you go to a recipe and you just do this.
Yeah.
I hate it. But in these recipes are also like these fucking hardos. I was like, you need a Dutch oven, or you need like this contraption or this contraption. It's like no one has the ingredients, so it was more like a translation. So I was like, what is a Dutch oven? I'm like, it's a pot with a lid. Just that's all it means. So it was like a translation for dummies kind of cookbook, and then put in our own jokes. Like we could do it. It'd be fun. I have a whole list somewhere.
Yeah, we could make a
on
lot
a
of
tablet.
stuff. I mean, my mac and cheese we could make. A cup of mac and cheese we can make.
Oh, we definitely could.
We could make a lot of the fun things.
There's a lot of things we should be doing. We need time and help. But I say me.
All right.
Continue.
Next one. The next review is my mime class went ape crazy over this stuff. Comments range from to never seen people so excited. What is the product?
My mind class?
Mime class.
Your mime class. And people went, oh, this has gotta be like fart spray or a set of like flaming bowling pins.
It's a lot easier than that. It is.
Is it like face paint?
It is white face paint.
Oh, it's whiteface.
Yeah.
Usually if someone goes like this, it's not whiteface.
That was a funny one. All right. Another review. Unfortunately, I already had this exact picture tattooed on my chest, but this shirt is very useful in colder weather. What is the shirt?
Oh, until you said colder weather, I was going to say this guy has a tuxedo T-shirt tattooed to his chest, which would have been incredible.
Would have been amazing.
Which would have been an incredible tattoo. But it's good for this shirt is good for colder weather.
It's just a T-shirt.
It's just a T-shirt. Is good for colder weather. I don't know. Is it a Chewbacca T-shirt?
Ooh. No, it is 3 wolves howling at the moon.
He has that.
Yeah, no, I love that.
I will send any one of our listeners $50 if they tattoo a tuxedo T-shirt onto their chest. It won't nearly pay for the tattoo, but it's a fun little gimmick and a nice reward.
Also, if you have any Fat Chance tattoos, I know we have one out there.
We have one of them.
We can get more.
Congrats on your bachelorette party, by the way.
Do you say congrats for a bachelorette party?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, you don't.
Guess what?
Good job of partying.
Good job partying. Yeah.
No.
You know, she She has her wedding on the same day as the other guy that I'm best man for, and I'm supposed to be the minister, the ordained
Minister of Defense.
Yeah, I was supposed to be the officiant for her wedding. She had her bachelorette party the same day he had his bachelor party. They just can't fucking figure out how to switch it up. Not that I was gonna go to the bachelorette party, but
Congratulations.
congrats.
This is a long one, but it's a wild one.
Nice.
If you receive any package containing this, discard it immediately. Do not open. Keep it away from small children and the elderly. It will not only erase all your hard drives, but it also deletes anything on a disk within 20 feet of your computer. It stripped all my credit cards and reprogrammed anything that had ATM access. It screwed up my VCR and my CD player. It recalibrated my fridge, and it no longer have all my ice cream is all melting. It's almost like my dog meows and my cat barks now. This is terrible, is dangerous, and terrified to behold. It's rather interesting shade of white as well. Remove all tags from this product. I'm very serious. Many have been infected by this type of product. Do not buy. What do you think it is?
It was all over the place. First, I was going to say it was those like magnetic rocks you could buy.
Yeah.
Just do whatever. And then it's white, and I'm going more towards lava lamp. But keep away from children and the elderly.
Yeah.
White. It could just be people. And it has like a weird white texture, like look to it. Am I going to know what this
yes.
is? Is it just glue?
Oh, it's just milk. It's whole milk. That is a review for whole milk.
I'm pretty sure you're supposed to give kids whole milk. That's like right when they're done with the tit milk. This is fun. I like this.
All right. This next one is
Did you write that review for milk?
I did not write that.
Wow.
I love milk. I think that was just some person who doesn't like. They're trying to stay away from milk.
Okay. All
right.
Big almond.
This next product, I don't know if this is a scam or if mine was broken, but it doesn't work. I'm still gonna get abducted by aliens on a regular basis. 1 star.
Oh, this has to be a tinfoil hat. Or like it's just tinfoil. It's got to be tinfoil.
It is a UFO detector.
Wait, let me see this. Why does it look like a fucked up lava lamp?
Yeah, it's basically what it is. It has lights and a sticker on it.
It looks like someone put like the solar system in 3 little curves and put like cop lights underneath it. And that's, I don't know if this is a scam or if mine is broken, but if it doesn't work, I'm still getting abducted by UFOs on a regular basis. You know what I love is like I'm still getting he still is getting abducted by UFOs. I don't know if this is a scam or it's broken. Jesus.
All right. 1 star. There are no wolves in this movie.
Wolf of Wall Street.
This is a Wolf of Wall Street review.
Nailed that one.
Received this as a gift for my 18th birthday. Wish I'd have known what it was because as soon as I touched it, I grew a mustache, became a Navy SEAL, my mom fainted, and my dad laughed and handed me a beer. I was born a girl. Minus 2 stars because my breasts were really nice. What is the product?
Well, is it a blow-up doll? Vagina? I was a girl and then I grew a mustache. Is it a dildo? What's going on? Is it just a cup of coffee?
It is Wagner's 1,699 Swiss Army knife. It has everything you need to be a man.
Real.
This is the most manly thing in the world.
Okay, when you did this, how did you find these, by the way? Did you Reddit these? Did you just like go through and just look up weird Amazon reviews?
I'm not going to give away what I give.
Yeah, don't. If you made it up, great. But if that's a legitimate product out there, and we're buying it, we're going to go buy that for Prime Day. Or I'll find it on TEMU for $2.99.
Do you think you get a bottle open with this?
Probably not. I'd probably slice my fucking hand open. Let me stop swearing.
All right. This next product, title, Saved My Marriage.
It's that Swiss Army knife.
Yeah. What can I say about this product that already hasn't been said about the wheel, penicillin, or the iPhone? This is one of the greatest inventions of all time. My husband and I would argue constantly over who had to cut the blank. It's one of those chores that no one wants to do. You know, I spent the entire day rearing our children. Maybe you can pitch in a little bit and cut these blank. And of course, you think I haven't the energy to slave over these damn blanks? I worked 12-hour shift and came home to this? These are the things that destroy an entire relationship. It got to the point where our children could sense the tension. The minute I heard our 6-year-old in the bedroom reenacting our blank fight that we had with her Barbie dolls, I knew we had to make a change. Thank God I found this product. Our marriage has never been healthier, and we've incorporated it into our lovemaking. Thank you, product.
So they were upset someone had to cut the grass.
Ooh.
Is that it?
You didn't cut the grass?
Did they hire like a Mexican to do it? I don't think you can get that on Amazon. Did it cut the cheese? Is it like...
You're getting warmer.
Is it they cut the bread? They had cut the kids off? Is it like insulated pants because they were smelling so much in the bedroom?
You ready?
Yeah.
It is the 571B banana slicer.
I had to cut the fucking bananas.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You know those pesky bananas that you have to slice?
God forbid I get home after a 12-hour shift and I got a slice of fruit that you can break apart easier than any other fruit on this planet. You can cut it with your hands.
This one's probably my favorite.
That's worse than I hate the avocado slicers. Where it's like, here, it'll help you get the pit out, and then it's just all the lines right there. Same with the watermelon one. Just cut the fruit.
Yeah, they're just trying to make your life simpler.
I went pretty dark with hiring a Mexican to cut the lawn, didn't I?
Maybe.
Okay.
All right. This one just said good product, okay?
Oh, so this is a rave review.
Got 5 stars, good product. It said, makes my farts sound louder. The hair must have acted as an interlocking silencer. Give it a big thumbs up. 5 out of 5.
Oh, this got to be like a gooch trimmer or like Manscaped. Is it a nose hair trimmer and they just put it down there?
You're so close.
Is it hot wax and duct tape
No.
ripping it off?
It's Veet men hair removal gel.
So it's like Nair.
Yeah.
Veet. We're going to Veet that hair right out of your ass. Veet, hire us for your next promo campaign. We'll Veet the hair right off Jack's head.
We'll Veet our buttholes. I'll Veet my butthole.
Yeah, I'll Veet my butthole. I saw one of the hairiest buttholes of my life at the bachelor party. Let's be honest. You've seen your buddy's asses before. You've seen him. He had a lot of hair on his ass. And you know when it's just got really dark as it went closer. I'm like, oh, that sucks. You wonder how they wipe. You wonder, like, I got hair on my ass, but I'm not worried that I'm going to be catching strays later in the day because you didn't get it all off. He's got an ass full of hair that you think every time he shits, he's got a shampoo afterwards. Moving on.
We'll sit in that one.
He will sit in that. He sits in that. Oh.
Anyways, welcome back, everyone. Hi, Mama Cuske.
She ain't watching.
Oh, damn it. Hey, Buzz. What's up?
Oh, Buzz, yeah. You got a hairy ass? Buzz is a girl, right?
Buzz is definitely an old grandma.
Oh, no, she's a young grandma.
Well, yeah.
On a day over 29.
Yeah. Okay, Cuske. Keep it in your pants. All right. This one says, just don't unless you want to gift someone you hate. Okay? Oh, man. Words cannot describe what happened to me after I ate these. If you have someone that you cannot tolerate and sugar is this substitute, enjoy. If you are like the dozens of people that tried my order, run. First of all, for taste, I would rate these 5 out of 5. So good. Soft, tasteful, chewy. Like the sugar variety, I was a happy camper. But this is when it gets turning.
Oh, this is like a 2-parter?
Oh, yeah, this is a long one.
This is like one of those. This is one of those texts you skim?
This is a ride. This is a ride. But, and I should say but,
soft, sugarless
not
candy.
long after eating, all hell breaks loose. I had gas like I've never experienced before. Cramps, sweating, bloating. Beyond my worst nightmares. I've had food poisoning from some bad shellfish, and that almost skipped in the park. And that was almost a skip in the park to what was inside of me. Then came farts. Heaven. These were the worst triumphant things from demons of hell that I've ever experienced. It was like a rotting corpse of 10,000's vomit. I couldn't stand being in the same room as my own odors. But wait, there's more. What came next is felt someone like a funnel from Niagara Falls through a coffee straw. I swear my sphincter was screaming. I've never felt my delicate starfish was gaping projectile vomit, toxic waste, 100% liquid, flammable napalm. It's actually a little bit humorous, just beyond anything I could possibly imagine. And it went on for hours. I violently was it violated when it was over, which I think it might still be the next day. There was stuff coming out of me that I ate at my wedding in 2015. I've had 5 pounds of these delicate, the product. So I bought 5 pounds of it. So I told my friend what happened, and thinking I had some type of sensitivity to the sugar substitute, in spite of my warnings of graphic detail, she took her chances to take them off my hands. Silly woman. All the same for her. I got a phone call while she was on the toilet because she ended up having sleep there and tell me she really wished she listened and started crying. Her sister was skeptical and suspected that we were over-exaggerating, so she took him to work and since said 99% of the bag has been eaten. She works at a construction company, and there are builders, roofers, house painters, landscapers, lots of people who generally limit access to toilet on a given day. I can't imagine where these poor men and women have pooped that day. I keep imagining the people on the roof crossing their legs and deciding to just jump off, then take the ladder. If you order these, best of luck. Please don't post a video review of anything after the shocks. There's warnings or disclaimers that are not posted, and I'm not a moron. Also, I don't get why so many people have rated these 5 stars. I'm a woman, and when it comes, I'm not afraid of poop. But please heed my warning. Okay. What is this product?
Not a clue. This is either a laxative, Pepto-Bismol chews, or Flintstone gummies.
The last one's the closest. These are the sugar-free gummy bears from Haribo. Wow. You can get them in a 5-pound bag.
And these guys are just shitting their bricks?
Just terrible.
Do you know what it was? Someone got fired from Haribo and was like, you know what, my last final act, I'm putting a little Miralax in the mixture for these gummies. That's what that is.
That's insane that everyone that touches them just instantly.
That or it's another made-up story.
On that one, there's millions and millions of comments about just shitting. And they do it as pranks now, you know?
Really?
They prank people with them. They're like, oh.
I wonder what's in it. It's probably something that they put in a laxative.
It's whatever the sugar substitute is, probably.
Miralax. Probably.
Yeah. It's just
That's
terrible.
wild.
Yeah.
Well, I got one right. But I think I was close on a few.
Yeah, it's also like hard to tell what they are.
Very hard to tell. Yeah, that was a good one. I like that one. Jack would have liked that one.
Yeah, there's a lot of just fun reviews that you can just look up.
Reviews are fun. There was something I was going to bring up on the review scale. Oh, so I went and I did a little open mic yesterday at a Pop or whatever it is. The gay bar across from Steiny's.
Yeah.
Didn't know it was a gay bar when I walked in.
Okay.
But that's besides the point. I got there a little early so I could sign up, and then I walked in and I realized there's no one here. I don't want to sit in a bar. I'll just go sit in my car and sit on my phone. So I sat in my car for like 15 minutes, and at 7:03 I got out of my car. And I was like, you know what, the mic has started. I didn't see a lot of people go in. I'm going to go in. I'll put my name a little bit on the list. People are warmed up. I'm good to go. I walked out at 7:20. I got in my car, drove 2 blocks down the road, and I see a little receipt flapping in the window. I got a parking ticket for $125 3 minutes after I got out of my car, which means some little prick in Milwaukee.
$100.
$125. Here are my thoughts. I'm going to look again. Whichever little prick was waiting in the parking lot to give me this ticket, okay? Don't like you. That's a very crappy thing to do. Also, I've never seen this kind of ticket before, and I'm a little worried. Not worried, but it's fake. Because it had on – there's usually when you get a ticket, and you can correct me, it says, like, if you want to dispute this, you can call here, here. There is no – that like, hey, if you want to see pictures of your car, go here. And then there's a QR code to take you to the payment. And it said, if you pay within the first 15 days, you get a discount. And it brings it all the way down to $45. Real incentive to, it's an $80 incentive.
Yeah.
Which is so smart. If this is a scam, and I think it is, they threatened to send me to collections. I don't know how they're going to do that. But if I was, big ticket or whatever it is, I'm definitely making every parking ticket $100. And if you pay it in the first week, it's only $30. You're going to get so many more parking tickets paid over the threat of having to pay more.
Yeah, well, usually if you get them from the city, it's usually like if you don't pay, it just goes up.
Well, they're like, it's secure parking. They're like, it was event parking. I go, no, it's not. Like, I walked in, there were no signs. I can see there were signs that were turned around, put away in the lot that they would use for event parking in event of an event. But they weren't. They were all turned around, whatever. Everyone was parked in there. And then I had a ticket. I was like,
interesting.
So I don't think I'm going to pay it.
Okay. Do you think it's going to show up in your record?
I don't really give a shit. I don't care. I really don't. It's one ticket.
I get parking tickets a lot. I'm on that. I'm on that one.
I just why is parking so hard? Why are we making it so hard?
I don't know. I seriously hate how like going downtown, they have they put bags over parking meters. Why? It's
also so confusing. The signs tell you one thing, the bags tell you another. Yeah. Your buddy in the passenger seat's telling you a third, and you're like, I don't know what to do. The amount of times the parking laws have kept me from even doing what I wanted to do. Like, if I knew about that sign, because everywhere else was full. Yeah. Like, for the most part, I would be like, I'm just not doing stand-up tonight. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to pay $15 to go talking to Mike for $4. Like, that's ridiculous. I'm like, I'm just not doing stand-up then. Yeah. You're probably going to get more business if you have free parking. I get in the city, you can't always have a parking lot, but seriously, go fuck yourself.
That was very funny. Also, I see a lot of people with Teslas, and I saw someone have a Tesla, and they don't have a garage.
Interesting. Well, they definitely then go park it.
I'm like, that's wild.
Tesla, no garage, like to charge it?
Yeah.
There are a lot of parking structures. I don't think Milwaukee has a lot right now, but the few times I've gone I go to Denver like once or twice a year. Mm-hmm. Most of their parking structures now all have the electronic reserve parking stations, and I think they're starting to put it in my old apartment building, so that you kind of get primo parking, which is really nice. Garage. But
parking garage.
Were they just parked on the street?
Yeah.
You saw it? Yeah. Maybe they just had a good enough charge.
That's fair, but still, it's very funny to me.
That stuff scares me. Like, that's the one thing I don't like about. It's not the only thing I don't like about the electric car thing, but, like, let's say you go on a road trip with your Tesla, and it's like, oh, you're saving on gas. It's like, yeah, but you know when you go get gas in your normal car, because you're running low on a road trip, and you're like, hey, we gotta get gas, and then you're back on the road in 10 minutes. That's not the case. They're like, hey, we gotta go get gas. We're adding 45 minutes to this
You
trip.
gotta be such a good planner for that.
Like, hey, we're getting lunch here.
Yeah.
And it happens to be where.
Yeah, you gotta plan very well on those trips, and I'm
not that person.
I'm not a planner like that.
That's what Rachel's for. Like, hey, find where the Tesla hotspots are, and if there's any good food, and because I'm a big efficiency person. If I'm like, hey, this is a 4-hour drive, this better not take longer than 4.5 with stops.
Have you seen a Cybertruck yet?
I've seen 2 now in the wild, and they were within 4 days of each other.
It's a sight to see.
They're
It is
so ugly.
It's something. Yeah, it just looks like a 2-year-old drawing a truck. It's very funny.
Who was I with? We're like, oh, it's a Cybertruck. And the guy in the passenger seat was like, why do they call it a truck? We're like, I don't know.
That's a very good point.
It's a good point.
Very good point.
It's a very good point.
I guess we can do some promotion. Booze better, be better. Did you take some booze better this weekend?
Yes, and people are swearing by it as well. I gave it to the groom-to-be, and he's like, dude, I didn't think he got that hungover. And I was like, hey, I have this booze better stuff, and everyone was asking about it. They're like, why is it better? And I went through the list of things that we've gone over a million times, and he's like, I'm like, I'll split one with you, because I only had like 2 left. And he goes, okay. And the next morning he goes, I don't know what's in that shit, but you're giving it to me tonight, too. And then he fell asleep before me, and he's like, dude, I'm a little off today. I go, you didn't have the booze better.
Sure.
Gave it to him the last day, and he's like, yeah, this is great. I gave it to another guy. I gave another guy just like a quarter of the packet, and he goes, I felt pretty good this morning. Like, no, the whole, either we're all superheroes, or booze better saved a few of our asses, because I woke up each morning, and I was like, this is great. Like,
yeah.
I'm feeling pretty good. A little groggy, but that's just because you went to bed at 2 and you're waking up at 6:37 kind of thing.
Yeah. Booze better.
Booze better. We have our golf outing.
August 24th.
Deer track. We are filling up on spots. We actually don't have that many left, which is great. We're going to run down a few sponsors right now, just as a big thank you. Paradise Builders and Jake Gilbertson Exteriors, thank you once again for being sponsors. Both championship level sponsors. They are day ones for us when it comes to the Fat Chance Classic.
Hashtag day one.
The Milwaukee Improv has just joined us, and I believe they're going to be our 3rd championship sponsor. They will be sponsoring our Heckle Hole, which is going to be great. There is Wisconsin You Know, a lovely, very funny local Wisconsin brand. Selling all sorts of stuff out of Wisconsin. He does Fit Patrol, Brock cookers, all that stuff. He's fridge bricks. Very nice guy. He will be there. He'll set up a tent. He says he has a few surprises for the hole. If you do want to sponsor a hole, by the way, before I finish them, you can make this hole whatever you want. We have a few holes that are designated for special contests and competitions. Other than that, you can do whatever you want. If you want to bring super soakers and soak all the participants, do it at your own, risk, but go for it. I don't care. You can play Fruit Salad by the Wiggles on repeat for 4 hours. That could be your hole, and I'm all for it.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast. August 24th. Get your team in. Come out. Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. It's going to be a blast.
I'm excited.
Do you have anything else that you want to promote? Do we miss anything else? We're missing besides Jack.
Yeah, we decided we put a camera on Judd's alter ego, but for Jack's privacy, we had to turn it off.
Yeah, we said too many things that were
he had a horrible
unspeakable
accident, and there's a picture of him right there, but we don't want to show it to you. He actually lost both his feet, so he's not going to be wearing socks anymore, which might just kill us. But, I mean, they're really cutting us off at the feet.
Well, your Sock Brigaders, we'll be back with another episode next week.
What song do we end this with?
Dude, I don't know what's
Cool, the normal one, because it's gonna save me time, because this is coming out
yeah.
literally tomorrow.
I'm not gonna give you
Yeah.
more time to edit.
Peace.